Hello, my name is Steve Hermann, and I'm the author of Mediumship Mastery, the Ultimate Guide, which is available on Amazon. This is a book about mediumship development, which I wrote. And the whole purpose of my YouTube channel is mediumship training and developing your mediumship. So whether you're completely new to mediumship, completely novice, don't really know that much about it, but are in the process of learning, or if you've been involved in it for years or even decades, maybe even you're working in it professionally, I'm into the whole aspect of mediumship, unfoldment, and training, and becoming more empowered, becoming better channels and vehicles for the spirit world to work through. So the whole purpose of all these videos is to help you with your growth. And today, in this video, what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about doorkeepers. So what is a doorkeeper? How many of you watching this video have heard about the concept of doorkeeper? The doorkeeper when it comes to spirit communication. Sometimes it's referred to as the gatekeeper. Now, when you get into mediumistic development, there are some really pretty far out ideas that sometimes get introduced into mediumship. And sometimes you might think, oh my gosh, is this really the way things are? We hear sometimes about there being a team of spirits that help the medium, that help other spirits communicate through the medium. And they're called the spirit band or the spirit team. And depending upon how you've been trained with mediumship, what you've been exposed to, there's all these different individuals within that band of spirits. Each of them has a specific purpose in terms of actually helping with the communications. And one of them is called the doorkeeper or the gatekeeper. And what do you think a doorkeeper or a gatekeeper does? Well, the obvious answer is they help keep the riffraff out. They help control things. They help regulate things. Now, how many of you believe that that's the way it is? How many of you believe that mediumship is regulated, that it's controlled by personalities in the spirit world, that they regulate who comes through? They permit individuals to come through. So your mom really wants to talk to you. She shows up and they're not going to let her through. Well, let's clear up a few things here. First of all, you definitely, if you work as a disciplined medium, you've got training, you're going about it the right way. Since the onset of your training, you've attracted, through the law of attraction, individuals in the spirit world, specialists who train with this just as you're training. And they've been there even before you got into it. Even before you go to your first class, you're being influenced by the spirit world. So it's all regulated. Your mother may want to communicate with you. She may not want to. No one can twist her arm and force her to come through. And if she's over there, she has to learn the process. She has to rehearse. Now, who's going to teach her that? Well, they have classes in the spirit world. There are individuals there who understand the mechanics of it, and they help someone who's novice learn how to come through. They've never ever communicated from the spirit world. Now, it's all carefully planned out and orchestrated by the higher personalities. But yes, you do have individuals there who function as doorkeepers, and they don't necessarily have to wear a uniform. But their whole purpose is regulating the process, because there's structure to the process, there's purpose to the process of spirit communication, and really, scientifically, there's mechanics that have to be in place in order for the process of communication to function and take place as smoothly and efficiently as possible. Now, if you get into spiritualism, you have to have a Native American Indian chief as your doorkeeper, or you've got this little child as a doorkeeper who helps out. There's some really seemingly very hokey types of ideas. And if we go back, different mediums have different experiences. And if you really let yourself, you can be a bit dogmatic about your experiences or even misinterpret your experiences. So we want to take things always with a grain of salt. We want to test the spirit world. We want to test mediums. But yes, you do have individuals there who regulate what's taking place, who assist the communicators from coming through, who act as intermediaries between you, when you're working as a medium, and those coming through. And even if, as a medium, you're bringing someone through very directly, they're giving you the information about the story of their life, all these details, there's other people there who are helping with the process energetically, who are functioning in order to make that communication takes place. When we think about it, even if we go back, the analogy of a telephone operator, you have these people communicating on the telephone, the old line telephones before we had the cells. Well, you had an operator there. You didn't necessarily have to hear the operator or know that the operator's there. You have technicians who are there. Same thing really is true with internet communications or with cell phone communications, with any type of technology. There are those who make sure that the technology functions properly. And I would suggest if you're a student medium, think about tuning in to other mediums when they're working. Tune into the energy, tune into their energy field as it blends with the recipients who they're working with. Who's with those people? Not just the communicators, but who's assisting? Because it's a very, very orchestrated process with intelligence, with direction and purpose behind it. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please like it. Definitely subscribe. I have a lot of courses on mediumship online as well as in person. I do one-on-one mentoring as well. If you've got questions about mediumship, feel free to add your questions or comments at the bottom of this video. And thank you so much. May God bless each and every one of you watching this. Thank you very much.